Repressing your gifts, diminishing your gifts is not only harmful to you, it's harmful to our whole world. We can all see what's occurring in our world right now as systems fall apart. It's sort of like when the girlfriend's about to be dumped, and so she starts, or the boyfriend, whichever way, they start to like just bring out the full crazy, like any sort of tactic to keep control. That's what we're experiencing right now. And so I can understand the logical brain is like, oh, I'm terrified of sharing my gifts because what if I look stupid? What if I get shunned out of my what if I get kicked out of the tribe sort of energy? What if people laugh at me? What if I fail? What if I don't succeed? What if I want to leave my job and do this, like, or I want to live in this sort of way and utilize my gifts to really help the world, but I don't make enough money, or I don't have the security I need, or the stories go on and on and on and on. And we have to understand we've been programmed this way. We have to understand for thousands of years, people were killed for sharing their gifts. Like, you could make spearmint tea or ginger tea to help your neighbor's upset stomach and be burnt at the stake for it, literally, for thousands of years. And this wasn't actually very long ago that stuff like that would happen. This was, if you think about the Inquisition time in Europe, 1200 to 1600, that was like 400 years ago. Not that long ago, these sorts of things were happening. So it makes sense that we're afraid to share our gifts. The state of the world that we are in right now, we need everybody utilizing their gifts because we've all been programmed. For example, I was working in marketing and I was good at my marketing job because I'm detail oriented and blah, blah, blah. But that's not my real gift. My real gift is being able to see and help other people awaken to their magic and help other people create a life based on what their soul actually desires, what their energy requires, what they're here to do, what their soul blueprint is. That's a fuck ton more helpful than me programming ads for big companies that are ruining the world anyways. That might be a little dramatic, the last part, but right? So your gifts, the things that you're good at in your job, is that something that's supporting the world and where you want it to go? Are you working for companies who are helping the world and shifting where we're going? Or are you contributing to companies that are tearing down the rainforest? Are you not utilizing your gifts because you're afraid of what people will think? Well, guess what? It's not just hurting you, it's hurting the future and the potentials of what can happen in our world. We operate completely differently when we are in our gifts and we are utilizing them fully. When you repress, especially this, if you repress your gifts, you shame your gifts, you pretend that you don't have them, or you even just undermine them, you diminish them. Do you understand what you're doing to your vibration, to your own power? I know people like this, and I'm like, it makes me so incredibly sad. And I'm like, I know you have all these incredibly deep, powerful gifts. And anyways, I'm not going to go there. So, but if you're doing that, if you're undermining your gifts for any sort of reason, or you're just afraid, it's understandable. And the time for self-empathy around that is done. We don't live in a day and age, if you're in America, where you're going to get killed for making herbal tea, or for sharing your full moon ceremony, or for teaching people how to work with tapping, or to, whatever your thing is, whatever your magic is, please share it in full. It doesn't matter what people think. People are always judging you for something, so it might as well be for the real version of you. That's also the only way you're going to call in people into your life that are actually a fit for you energetically. So if you've been using whatever form of excuse to not be in your gifts, this is your reminder. Snap out of it and get to who you were meant to be in this lifetime. Take yourself out of the little dollhouse that the Matrix has created of, here's your job, here's your pretty little husband, here's your 3 children, here's your white picket fence, here's the perfect life for you. Get yourself out of that, like you can stay in it. But what is the life that you're like, oh, the pathway goes this way and I can't see where it continues to go? We're not designed to be in the little dollhouse where we know exactly what life is going to be like. That's called a zoo. If you were a tiger, would you want to be in a zoo or out in the wild? Why is it so different for us? We have to cultivate the ability to be comfortable in the unknown. Otherwise, we're completely controllable, which is literally what's happening right now. So we're seeing this, like I started, this is being amplified on such a large level where the crazy tormentors like, oh my God, they're gaining control again. We have to take it back. So share your gifts, because this is how you own your own power. When you accept all parts of yourself and you create your life based on what you're here to actually do, not what you were programmed to do. Break out of the little computer simulation and come into your own world. What is it that you want to experience life? How do you want to experience life? How do you want to operate? This isn't like this dream manifestation. You know, I used to say like, create your dream life. Like, yeah, that's it. But it's also, this is how you were designed to live, and we've been programmed another way. So how do you like get rid of that old computer programming? So if you need help with this, if you want support with this, I'm here for one-on-one coaching. I do Akashic record readings, but also what I would actually deeply invite you into is into a mastermind space with other women who are doing this same thing, who are owning their gifts fully. I will not tolerate I'll be empathetic and loving towards your fears and your traumas and all that stuff, but I'm going to get you to do the thing. Because your life, you will regret it so much if you don't take action on living your soul-based life. I guarantee it. So I'm creating a mastermind. We start in like 10 days or something on July 1st. It's called the Initiation Mastermind. You're entering an initiation of your true power. I'm calling this an initiation with the goddess, but you are the goddess. It's returning to your truth, removing all the programming, creating a life that is designed by your soul. The path that you are here to carve. Because if you stay in the computer programming, that path is not going to be carved in the same way at all. And the world will suffer. You will suffer, and the world will also suffer. So I'm saying this as like a wake-up call, a pep talk, an encouraging talk for you, because like we need you and your gifts. They're magical. The mastermind will support you in not allowing things to stop you. There's also going to be deep energetic upgrades. I'm going to be doing shamanic journeying with you every 2 weeks. There's going to be group calls every 2 weeks. We're going to be doing Akashic Records activations. I'll be leading those at the end of each group call. You'll have 3 personal sessions with me. You'll have a group chat that you have access to me the whole 6 months. This is a rare opportunity. And if you're like, I'm ready to make a shift in my life, I'm ready to break out of this computer world programming, I invite you into this space. There's already magical humans who are going to be in it with you. And not only do you have me for support, but you also have really powerful magical humans just like you who are going to be supporting each other in that space as well. So you're held by grounded, practical support, and you're also held by the energy of the goddess, which is far greater than me. I'm the goddess, you're the goddess, but there's also the great goddess. So we start July 1st. If you have any questions, message me, but mostly like if you're tired of being in that computer simulation, get out of it. You have to get into groups with people, into spaces that aren't living that way, that are going to help you pull out of that computer simulation. That's not life. It's a zoo. It's a computer. It's a machine. That's a better word. It's a machine. So if you're done with the machine, come into the Initiation Mastermind. We start July 1st. The doors close June 29th, but get in early before it fills up. This is a small space. I'm keeping it small on purpose because I want it to be close and intimate. So message me if you're ready to join or if you have any questions. And be in your gifts proudly.